Americans, how do you feel about Puerto Rico possibly becoming the 51st state? I'm Puerto Rican and I can tell you that support for statehood in the Commonwealth is almost evenly split. Practically nobody supports independence. Edit and the assholes from our Puerto Rico are brigading this thread. All I ask is that we find 2 other states to add as well. Make it 53. Truly a nation indivisible. As far as I can tell, PR citizens are still split inside their nation about joining the Union. I kinda feel like they should be on the same page first. That said, I would support them if it was a question of my support. We should stick with 50 states. And since Puerto Rico has more people than several states, we should make it a state and combine the 2 Dakotas into 1 state. That would be fine. It's not up to me, it's up to the people of PR, the people living there. I hear many living there saying they don't want independence, but many here on the mainland want independence, which I find hilarious considering they are reaping all the benefits of living here. We will have to make a new flag, unless a state merges with another. I vote for the creation of Dakota, population 1,642,312. Slightly more than the population of San Diego, California. They're already a part of the United States. If they want full membership, to become a state within the Union, to that I say welcome aboard. I literally do not care at all. It's none of my business. Ask the Puerto Rican people how they feel about it. If they want to be a state, they're welcome to. If not, that's fine too. Honestly, I kinda think it's about time. Puerto Rico has sent its sons to fight for this country for years. They should be part of the Union. Let Puerto Rico decide. I'm into it. I love Puerto Rico and having them be a state would be awesome. It's one of those things that has come up so often that I would be surprised if it happens, but I don't have an opinion either way. It's up to them. If they want to join us, I'm fine with that. If they want to be independent, I'm fine with that. The more the merrier, if a majority of Puerto Ricans want it. After all, we're a nation of immigrants, largely, about time. Executive orders shouldn't affect people that don't get the chance to vote for said president. If Puerto Ricans vote for it, cool, welcome fellow Americans. If they do not vote for it, cool, democracy, eh? Best advice I ever got was don't waste your time worrying about things you have no control over. So, here's a good example of something to ignore. I'm Scottish, but it's always struck me that the US seceded due largely to the claim of taxation without representation, yet PR and DC seem to have just that. If it would genuinely benefit the people of Puerto Rico, I would like it to happen. If it would just impress our problems on them as well, I would not like it to happen. I am all for making PR and DC states. Puerto Rico has voted in favor of it many times, so it's clear they want it. If you are an American, you should have congressional representation, etc. I'm part Puerto Rican, so that'd be pretty cool to me. Ultimately, I believe it'd be up to those that actually live there though, right? I'm not from Puerto Rico, but, if you want my opinion, I think it should be the 51st state. I think it would solve a lot of issues even if it creates some too. It just makes sense to me, honestly. Edit, but really, what matters is what the people of Puerto Rico want. Let them decide. I only want it if that's what Puerto Ricans want. They have every right to be a state, but if they don't want it, that's their right too. As long as Puerto Ricans support statehood, I would be happy to see it admitted as a state. If it were a situation where Puerto Ricans felt forced to join the Union as a state, a la Hawaii, then I would support the status quo or independence. The decision, yeah or nay, should be made by PR, and then that decision should be respected by the rest of the US. If the people want it, then absolutely. Same goes for other territories such as DC, I mean, they have a larger population than some states. Do it. If they pay taxes and are affected by government decisions, then they should have full representation in that government. I really don't care one way or the other. If they are a state, cool. If they aren't, I won't lose sleep over it. If that's what they want, I'm all for it. I don't think we should force them, but I don't think we should block them either. Let's do it. Won't happen though. Part of me thinks there's people of power who use it as a tax exploit that helps prevent statehood.